Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Wilkes-Barre area as Dallas and the Wolfpack get underway from the 5-yard line. Come the Mountaineers, and coming up and going forward, there is number 20. So that is Trevor Slavinsky. Mark McNulty from our student broadcast group here with us, along with our other crew tonight. Mark, what are you expecting tonight?
I'm definitely expecting some ground and pound here for Dallas. I did hear through the week that their running back unfortunately went down with an injury, their starting running back. So definitely want to see how they respond here in a hostile environment here at Wilkes-Barre area.
Yeah, they haven't won a game yet. They're 0-3. What's going to happen tonight? We will find out. And Trayvon Gambitsky comes up hard to make the stick on the running back after a minimal gain.
On the carry, he's brought down at the 38-yard line. Number 4 Gambitsky. It's a gain of 3 with a second down.
So 42 back in that backfield. Give it on the right-hand side. They'll get up towards the 39-yard line. Sarah Sinaj. Haven't heard otherwise. That's what that fella looks like. He'll fake it.
A little fullback carry.
Oh, yeah, they gave it to the first guy and faked it to the tailback. They'll be short of the first down. So that's number 2, Nico Wilk. So it'll bring up 4th down. Boy, Dallas just looks a little young and their size is not there like they have been in the past.
Definitely. You know, Dallas has always been known as a very physically dominant team on the field. They've always been able to outclass Wilkes-Barre in terms of, physical ability. Now they lack that, and they're just not used to it.
So right-hand side, Gambitsky will go down. Nice open field tackle there from Dallas. And that was Mason. So one thing about Dallas, Mark, is they had more guys get their kind of like goals in the weight room. I think they call it, the Mountaineer Club or the Dallas Club, whatever. 32 of those guys achieved that. It's the highest ever in Rich Manello's term. But, you look size-wise, they're just not as big. But, trying to equate things in the weight room and on the field are different. They're just very inexperienced, but they're going to try their best. 3 guys down, so a little different defense, a little different personnel here for Dallas. Up front defensively, Jake Howe at quarterback, bringing a little bit of heat, and the heat is on, and they get him in the backfield.
Underwood on the carry, he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of 5 on the play will be the second down.
That was Sam Kelly there who made the early play in the backfield now, setting up a second down and long for the Wolfpack. Yeah,
active linebackers there, as Mark had mentioned, and Sam Kelly getting the job done. We're in the first quarter here at Wilkes-Barre area high school. A beautiful night. It's been a super stretch of weather here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Here's Jake Howe, the senior. Going to throw it, gets a guy in the flat, and upended out there. Nice tackle by the Mountaineers, and no gain. So that looked like Mason on that side. Yep. So Mason, again, people know Josh Mason was a stud. Myers, Sam, I believe it was Rhode Island, and now that's his son. Plays basketball and plays some football. I think he's pretty active in all seasons. And again, not a super large guy, but strong, fast, all the attributes you'd like, and coachable from a student athlete. Bringing the heat, Dallas, Howe feels the pressure, intercepted, and Mason comes up with it for DALLAS, and Dallas is going to be in business on the turnover.
It's a big-time play there on the tip drill, creating the turnover there early here at Wilkes-Barre area.
So the Wolfpack now will be on defense, and we'll get a little offense going here. Talon Geske as the young quarterback. He'll throw. He's got a deep ball. He's got a guy wide open. They bid on it. It's going to be a touchdown. And Mason runs by Gambitsky, scored for the Mountaineers.
Just what a nice throw there. You got the new starting quarterback there for Dallas. That was Logan Geske on the reception.
Yeah, it was his brother. I thought it was Mason. He wears 24. Geske, his brother, and Mason wears 23. So credit to Logan Geske there, getting the ball from his brother. Man, they bit on that first move.
You know, that's the downside to running this man coverage, that Wilkes-Barre area likes to run is, if they get past them on the first move, they have a really good shot at going the distance or at least picking up a big play.
Yeah, we'll have to see what that defense they're playing here for WBA. As the extra point, again, new kicker this year. It is up, and it is good. It's 7-0. 9:08 remains here in the first. We'll be right back. Back at it, ready to go here as Dallas strikes first in the first quarter. We thought, this is going to be a close game tonight. And Dallas takes advantage. That'll go out of bounds, so we'll get a flag, and the Wolfpack will be able to do some stuff. So Brandon Miller, the kicker, he's got good size.
Absolutely, he does.
But a lot of these other guys we're talking about so far look to be fit, not necessarily sloppy in the big department, but they got some strength to them. You're going to play a lot of young guys, and you're going to learn. That's what Dallas is going to do with Rich Manello. Again, they're searching for their first win.
And then where this might pay off for Dallas is maybe not this season, but definitely next season when all these guys have a little bit of experience under their belt. They could maybe hopefully go back to that dominant style of football they're used to playing.
So we have a timeout on the field as the officials will get some stuff worked out. I think they got to send Gimbitsky out. Not sure why, if something with his equipment. But he's got to come off, and they'll get somebody else in as the official saw something. So over on that far other side will be the Wolfpack. Jordan Kislowski, who kind of came into his own a little bit last year. More blitzy, right-hand side. Underwood on the sideline, close to a first down.
Nice solid carry there by Underwood. He uses his speed to get that edge early on the defense, setting up, what looked to be a first down.
Yes, sir. They moved the chain, so it is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line here for Wilkes-Barre area. John Mendola, Mark McNulty, our student broadcast group here. Mark's a senior. We have some other people in our Wolfpack Media Club. Johnny in a supervisory role now. Here comes Howe. Howe's going to keep it, but there's a lot of white jerseys there, Mark, and that didn't really develop.
No, and I'm not sure that was the type of play design Howe was looking for on the direct, bootleg rush there. More so looking to get rid of that ball, but just nothing open downfield. A lot of pressure in his face. Just took the smart move to go down.
Yeah, over on that left-hand side. So they'll get some other dudes in here for Wilkes-Barre area, try to get a little rotation. They do have plenty of talent at that position. Rajon Watson has some wheels and will play some receiver as well. And that, of course, looks like on that far side will be number 11, Kayvon Creech, who's a track speed sprinter. Gets the ball, no. That was a perfectly thrown ball by Jake Howe. You've got to make that catch.
I was just going to say that. He put that ball right in the bread basket of the receiver. He split the defender. He split the cornerback and split the safety. What more can you ask?
Right. You got to execute here, 3rd down. So right call there by Nino Cinti, the offensive coordinator. They'll send over the tight end now on that far left-hand side.
Looks to be Saraceno, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, Nick Saraceno, now a junior. Brother graduated. 4 dudes over to the right. They're going to bring heat on it. And almost picked off. Coming up quickly there were the Mountaineers.
That was very scary there. That was number 29, Sam Kelly, again, jumping that route. John, you saw me just now. My jaw dropped when I saw that. I thought that was going straight to the house.
Could have been a pick sixer. You're right, Mark. Great read, and I think Dallas kind of had an idea. Now you come back to that. You fake the quickie and you throw the bomb, but Wilkes-Barre still has to establish some stuff because Dallas right now is handling the pressure. Good kick. Taken care of there right around the 21-yard line. It'll be Dallas football, 7:52 on the clock in the first. Mark McNulty, John Mendola, Wilkes-Barre student broadcast here on the John Mendola Show Network. We'll be right back. So we get a penalty unsportsmanlike here on the Wolfpack. So something you don't want to see here early, Mark. You're down 7, and a little discipline issue there.
Yeah, you got, of course, some frustration maybe starting to set in for the Wolfpack here early on in the game. You got to be able to keep that under control.
We'll get to some scores as the evening moves along. We'll roll to the right. Another high ball and almost picked off there as they did try to get it to number 24. That's our buddy Geske from Geske to Geske.
And I've got to say, that was a great play there by Trayvon Gambitsky. He used his speed. He caught up to that ball. He was open. He had him. He came up, swatted the ball down, made a nice play.
Yeah. He got beat on that first play. Not necessarily, probably the corner, but ultimately it ended up on him. And left hand carry. It'll be a hold there by Dallas.
That was Slavinsky at running back there.
23 looks like he got held for the Wolfpack.
23 for the Wolfpack is Ethan Hooper, the 11th grade running back and linebacker.
So Wolfpack getting a little bit back here. The 7:40 mark. It's Alumni Weekend here in Wilkes-Barre. GAR, Myers, Coughlin alum got together in the tent and all weekend. Now tomorrow they want to come take a tour of the school. They're welcome to. Third down and long. Geske will look. 2 receiver route right at the sticks and high and off the mark.
Put some zip on that ball there, hoping to just fit it into him in the tight window, but eventually the Wolfpack able to just come up and break it up.
Been a bunch of Geskes at Dallas now, and they still have 2 more remaining. So let's see if the Wolfpack can do some damage. And that punt might have got a piece of it because it ends up going only just past the 50 to about the 46, maybe the 47-yard line. Not much time off that clock, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack here at Wilkes-Barre area. So Gimbinski comes out again. It looks like the officials are talking to the coach that whatever he's got going, either does he have blood? Is he not buckling his chin strap? I think they're looking at him, and they're having that conversation with the coach. Like, he's got to get cleaned up. It looks like it's something down by his socks or something, Mark.
Yeah, the coach is now going to have to adjust without their number one receiver. I could definitely see some frustration down there on the sideline, but we'll see how Jake Howe can do here on the first play.
Yeah, you got to get a trainer. They got to get something so he gets cleaned up. I'm not sure how extensive it is. Reverse the action. Here comes the Wolfpack. And spinning around goes Creech, and he's got a first down.
What a nice play there by Creech. He split that right up the middle. Designed to bounce to the outside. It's the point of the end around. Instead, he fools the defense, goes up the middle, picks up a very nice gain.
Found a hole and went with it. He's got wheels, so that's what you like to see is the Wilkes-Barre utilizing some of those talents here with their squad. Howe throwing bombs away, Lorraine. He's got Creech, and it's no interference back there, and Wilkes-Barre will be in business.
And that type of flag there, that's going to be called 9 times out of 10. A lot of contact there on Creech, prevented him from making that catch, which he is very capable of making, we have come to find out.
So Mason down there guarding, he'll get flagged on that one. He was stride for stride with Creech, but a little too much contact. 6:42 remains here in the first. Thanks for joining us here on the Wilkes-Barre Area Student Broadcast on the John Mendola Show Network. We're driven by McCarthy Tire. I want to thank our State Farm reps, Courtney Lisk in Scranton, Jen Ricky Ibeloff in Dunmore, Frank Sorokatch in Tunkhannock, Melissa Walter in Dallas. Handoff, right side, Underwood, meandering, getting forward. And how about a guy who's not super big? He carries people with him down towards the 15.
Yeah, nice tough running there from Underwood. And who doesn't get credit on that play is that offensive line. They shoved him forward for a couple of extra tough yards. And I just want to point out quick, John, Trayvon Gambitsky now back in the game at the bottom of your screen.
All right. So there you see Trayvon over on the right-hand side, as Mark alluded to, the Wolfpack sideline. Is a stud, can catch anything, short, long. And again, they like to throw the fade to some of these talented receivers. But again, remember Dallas and Mason had an interception to start off. Looks like they're interchanging, Mark, between Mason and Geske to side. Here's Underwood, left-hand side, and they jump on his back over there.
And just to add on to your point there about them, flipping up their corners on both sides, honestly, that's a good thing for them because now these receivers, each corner is different. You have to attack them differently from the start of the route. They're not giving the wide receivers here at Wilkes-Barre any chance to learn how to counter them.
And two good athletes for Dallas. Maybe a different skill set. Maybe it's just a little bit of, hey, you're not going to be predictable. We're going to show you what we can do. But the boundary is long over here on the Wolfpack side, but they give it on the left-hand side, the short side, and they got wiggle room, and he's down inside the 2-yard line.
That was Khalil Smith there, the junior, Nice run there. Gets the Wolfpack in business here. Now 1st and goal inside the 2?
So nice job, as Mark said. The offensive line was gelling, moving over to the left. Khalil Smith followed his blockers, had a contingency out in front of him. We're under the 5-minute mark, and the Wolfpack 1st and goal, down 7. Power eye look.
Yep, they're loving this jumbo formation here down closer to the goal line.
Howe saying what he wants. Pitch it right. Oh, boy, not a pitch down by there. It's a fumble. Who's got it? Looks like Dallas is scrapping, saying they got it. It is Dallas football. Oh, that's a stinger.
That is a drive killer there for Wilkes-Barre.
Couple schools of thought. Do you pitch? Do you not pitch? And again, it is what it is. They pitched and unable to look it in and handle that football.
Yeah, his eyes just went up the field too quick. You know, he's excited. He saw something open for him, but just didn't give it a chance to really materialize, resulting in that fumble.
So Dallas will take over. So Wilkes-Barre does a halt. Who goes there on that drive? As Dallas now will try to go the distance here, which is at that 8-yard line, and nothing to start things out. Maybe a yard or two, little itsy-bitsy, and it'll be second down.
You got some tempo going here for them.
Good fake, and still going on that right-hand side. He's got a first down. Huge run there for the Mountaineers. So 42.
That looked to be Mark Saracinage, who by the looks of this is a freshman there making some plays on varsity.
Geske goes over, keeps it on the left-hand side. He gets stuck pretty good. Well, Dallas trying to see what they could do to offset Wilkes-Barre area's talent.
Here's a quick screen now up the left sideline. He's got a big gain. He makes a move.
Geske. First down, all the way down to the 34-yard line. Go the Mountaineers. We got a little conversation here. Is there a yellow hanky on the field?
Looks like Gambitsky's coming off a little shaken up there. He's on the sideline.
So a foul. Is that a hold or a block in the back there by Dallas, but it's coming back?
And that is just such a costly penalty there for Dallas. You know, they had a huge play on offense, you know, to add to their gain. They got the ball up there around the 35, and that's coming back, resulting in a loss on the play.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be
friends at our Carol and Janelle and the Takeaway Kitchen, home of the famous Old Forge Pizza in the pizza capital of the world at 443 South Main Street. In business since 1962. 570-457-5555. You can visit them online at ourcarolandjanelle.com and the famous Takeaway Kitchen.
Dr. Walt. We're back at it here at Wilkes-Barre area. Thank our friend, Dr. Walter Delgado, a proud Dallas alum. And carry again, the Mountaineers just running roughshed through this Wolfpack defense, Mark.
Man, and Mark Saracinage again there. He is just hyping himself up there. I saw him after that game. He's excited. He's fist bumping his teammates. He's ready to get back to the line and create another one of those types of runs.
Oh, it wasn't that long ago. Lenny Kelly, number 42, was wearing that for Dallas and had a good career. Now they got another guy.
Give it to the fullback there.
Yeah, quick hitter there. And one of the linemen, Mark, came upfield but kind of passed the guy because it was such a crafty handoff.
Yeah, I got to say, I love seeing the fullback get some love here tonight. We're witnessing some complimentary football now. You know, the running back staying alert, staying healthy and not tired. As here's a flag.
Discipline up front. So that should be a first down. It looks like it'll take them beyond the stick by a little bit there, and it is. Chain gang will move. Coming up on that 3-minute mark here in quarter number one. John Mendola, Mark McNulty with you as the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack host Dallas, trailing by a touchdown. I backfield. Right side. Carrying a couple with him. That's 4 or 5 yards.
And that's what I'm talking about. You know, this tough running. Saracinage now, he's starting to have himself a little bit of a night here. It's only the first quarter, so we'll see what happens. But right now, you know, he is running wild on this Wolfpack team.
Saracinage goes forward, gets to the 40-yard line. So to bring up third down and short.
And this is how Dallas operates. They like to wear down their that opposing defense. And now you got that third and short. If you can convert this, keep the defense on the field, tire them out.
Young team from Dallas will get better as the year goes on. They'll be much different in week 10 than they are here in week 4. They just got to get there. They give it up front. And it'll be short of the first down. Fourth down. What does Rich Manello do here? I think you keep the mojo going for your squad.
Absolutely. I would totally go for this. You know, you're at that awkward part of the field where a punt is pretty much guaranteed a touchback. It's pretty hard to get it anywhere but in the end zone. You know, it's too far for a field goal. I say just take the chance and go for it.
Now, first thing you do is draw them off sides. They do not. They keep it. Geske, he's got the first down.
A gutsy play call there, but I like it, and that results in a fourth down conversion for the Mountaineers.
I like the no hesitation. Hey, this is what we're doing. We're going to send our young quarterback forward, and he gets it. So confidence builder there.
And something I've noticed so far tonight, John, is that this offense from Dallas, they are operating with a lot of tempo. They're hurrying up to the line. They're trying to keep the defense tired.
Saracenage, he's got more. He's still on his feet. The big running back still going.
Ball's out. But it's recovered.
Should be a touchdown.
It's going to be a touchdown for Dallas.
So there won't be a replay. Not at least on the field in the officials' mind. Now, we have a replay. I don't know if we have it queued up or not. But we got to work on that. We'll get that. And his feet were like going out while he caught the ball, but his body was in, Mark. I think it was a touchdown. Who's the credit going to? It was a receiver down there. It was either, I'm thinking it was either Mason or the other Geske, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see it. But
it's why you hustle. And we'll get some replays here as the night moves along.
And that is some team football if I've ever seen it right there.
So here comes the extra point for DALLAS. Dallas looking to go up 14-0. Honey, it is up, and it is through. Dallas 2 touchdowns better than the Wolfpack right now. We'll be right back. Friends at our Carol and Janelle and the Takeaway Kitchen, home of the famous Old Delgadio, urologist at Wayne Memorial Hospital, practicing in the Wyoming Valley since 2002, treating all disorders of the urinary system, including the bladder, kidneys, and prostate. Urinary issues, kidney stones, cancers of the urinary tract, urinary infections, and routine prostate checks. Treating men, women, and children. Offices in Wilkes-Barre, Honesdale, and Susquehanna. Immediate appointments available. 570-266-8543. Dr. Walt Delgadio, urologist from Wayne Memorial Hospital. Athletic Republic. All right, we are back here at Wilkes-Barre area. Dr. Walter Delgadio, a Dallas alum. He's a proud guy.
And where's Wayne Memorial Hospital?
Wayne Memorial Hospital, located in Honesdale, but they got a location in Susquehanna County. And, of course, Dr. Delgadio still has an office here in Wilkes-Barre. So you'd like to find out a little bit more about Dr. Delgadio, urologist. He treats men, women, and children. Again, the Wilkes-Barre office, Honesdale office, and Susquehanna County. So plenty of places to check out Dr. Delgadio. Under 1 minute to go, first quarter. It has been a Dallas romper thus far. Wolfpack have bounced on the door. We're at the 2-yard line, and you can't turn the ball over. They've had an interception and a fumble. Not good for them. Howe, no time. He's going to keep it. He's got room. Left side. He's got close to a first down.
Some good improvisation skills there by Howe. Saw there was nothing open down the field. Just took his easy yards there underneath on the run.
Was looking for the quick hitter, but the quick hitter just was taken away there by the Mountaineers.
Defense flying around here for Dallas. Got to compliment them there. They are flying around the ball.
So the chains move. Underwood finds a little hole there, I believe, or not sure if that was 100% Underwood or Smith. That was number 19, actually.
That was number 19. Yep, that was Khalil Smith. Yep.
Khalil Smith. So Khalil Smith, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back, quarter number 2. Mark McNulty, John Mendola, the student broadcast here at Wilkes-Barre area.
Friends at our Carol and Janelle and the Take Public with 2 locations in Dallas and Moosic. Sports performance training for athletes. Gain an advantage by getting faster, stronger, more agile, and more powerful. Fitness classes for active adults. Functional, full body fitness that enables you to get more out of life. So visit our sports performance training in Moosic at 3356 Bernie Avenue and in Dallas at 220 East Center Hill Road. For Moosic, call 570-346-2929. And in Dallas, 570-675-2600. Sports performance training for athletes at Athletic Republic with Dallas and Moosic locations. And in the back mountain, Melissa Walter, located at 1934 Memorial Highway in Shavertown. Call Melissa at 570-675-6960.
We are back here live from Wilkes-Barre Area High School. We have second down and 9. Howe takes the handoff, and it's a pitch, and it's a fumble. And it looks like Dallas's football. They're going to call it incomplete. But, man, another scare there, John, for the Wolfpack on a toss kind of concept.
Yeah, and again, we always think, hey, you go underhand, that's a fumble. But remember seeing the other day in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers went an underhander. They call it a pass, even at the high school level. Something that, it's kind of a little bit of a weird call. But as you said, third and long here. Wolfpack, I don't want to say, wheels right now are not, they're just not in sync, not in rhythm.
Yeah, just not looking like themselves. But we'll see what they can do here. We got a lot of football left to play as Howe comes out in the shotgun. He drops back, rolls left, going to throw, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds at about the 39-yard line.
Watson just fitted in that window there.
Going to be a gain of 17, and it will result in a Wolfpack first down. As now, hopefully, that nice solid play here can maybe get Wilkes-Barre area now in gear on offense.
Really threaded the needle on that one, which, you like to build on.
Here's Howe again. He's going to go deep. He's got a man. It's caught. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, and that one is going to haunt him. That was Kevon Creech. Usually catches that ball.
That's the second one he dropped. I mean, Kevon is talented, but he's got to be able to you make the right offensive play call twice there, and you're down 2 scores. You have a fumble. You have an interception. You got to make plays. Kevon is – nobody's going to be madder than he is right now. And Jake's got to be able to have that patience, say, you know what, I'm going to keep throwing it because he's beating his guy.
Absolutely, and Jake has faith in his team. He has faith in his receivers. And, hopefully Creech just doesn't get in his head a little bit here. He keeps a composure as the rest of this game goes on. Here's Howe in the pistol. It's going to be a pitch. This is Smith. He gets the edge, makes a move. Nice, tough running here by Smith. And he gets it down to the 46, and this is going to be third down here for your Wolfpack. 3rd and 4, ball on the 46-yard line. As Khalil Smith now this game, it seems like more and more, John, throughout these past few games, he's been getting more and more touches in this offense.
Yeah, we just cleared things up with that camera. We had a little bit of an issue there where the button got hit and it was a little bit out of focus. We got that cleared up, so we apologize. But our student broadcast team, Supervisor Johnny, found that one.
Here's Smith again, and a nice move. He threw a man in the backfield and then busted it upfield for a first down.
Larry Zonka or something? You know, that's for somebody who's like 60 or older. You wouldn't even know Larry Zonka. Oh,
I'm cultured.
The guy's cultured here. Cultured high school kid. We love it. But, yeah, how about Smith? I mean, I was like, hey, buddy, get off of me.
Modern day, that looked like a Derrick Henry, a little stiff arm in the backfield there. Tossed a man.
A little better reference. You're right.
And here is the pitch here to the left side. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here's Smith again. Some more good yards there.
Mark, I thought that was going to be a pitch pass. He, meandered, took the pitch, and I'm thinking, let me run left. I thought, well, wait a minute. I don't see a receiver going out for a pass there.
And now, like I said, they got a good group of running backs here at Wilkes-Barre. You got Underwood, who brings that speed ability. You got Ardo, who brings the power, and then you got Smith now getting more and more carries. He just seems to just be a bruiser back.
Somebody's getting taped up there on the trainer table right now for the Wolfpack.
Here's the handoff inside. Smith again.
Smith on the carry, brought down at the 30.
Looked like he bobbled that football a bit, Mark. You saw that? As soon as he got it, it wasn't like a super clean handoff. And again, you got to be able to hold on to that ball. Now Smith's running hard, but sometimes the harder you run, the more contact the ball will bounce out.
Absolutely, and here now you can't afford any more turnovers. They've been very costly this game. As Howe going to line up in the power I. Here's a handoff. Here's Smith again on 3rd and 4. And gain of 2, and it looks like it will be 4th down here for Wilkes-Barre.
Smith is exhausted. The last 2 carries, you see the hands on the hips there? He ran the ball. We talked about Larry Zonka a couple carries ago, and then the last 2 have looked like, I got to get towards it. So Smith's got to get that endurance up a little bit.
How going to sneak this here? This is a long yardage situation to sneak. We'll see if he got the first down.
Where the official is, looks like he just got it.
Looks like he got it there. Gutsy call from Wilkes-Barre area. That was a 4th and 3.
So is that Underwood on that table, or is that somebody else? Because I'm trying to find number 1 right now on that sideline.
It looks to me like it's Rajon Watson.
Okay, so Rajon Watson,
yep.
Number 5's getting taped up. So where is Underwood right now? Is he right near the coach? Creech is on the sideline right near Nino Cinti.
Yep. They're going to stick with this power I, and this time it's Ardo getting the carry. Falls forward for about maybe 4 yards there.
So Wilkes-Barre trying to change things up, a little ball control, a little, hey, we have a size advantage here against Dallas. Let's try this. But, you have to be able to get some chunks, and you'd like to see some of their playmakers do that.
And I just to point out, I found Underwood on the sideline. Looked like he was getting a little talking to from some trainers. But he's standing up here. Hopefully comes back in the game soon, as they're going to stick with this jumbo formation again here for Wilkes-Barre area. Here's Ardo. And very minimal gain there, setting up a 3rd and long. John, what do you think now? This past 4 or 5 plays, they're sticking with that jumbo formation.
Yeah, and Dallas is catching them from behind. They just don't have the dynamic athletic ability here to kind of break through that. So that's where we're at, but looks like we got a timeout on the field, Mark, and we'll take a quick timeout. Be right back.
Subaru, it's all we do. Open Monday through Thursday from 9 to 7. Fridays 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 1. Located at 4141 Bernie Ave in Moosic. The Ascent, Forester, Crosstrek, Legacy, and Subaru.com. For Manuka Subaru, it's all we do.
We are back here with you live from Wilkes-Barre Area High School. We have a 3rd and 8 here fresh off the break. It's going to be an empty backfield for Howe. He's got everybody to that right-hand side. He rolls to the right. He throws, has a man that looks to be Watson. And we'll see on the spot, he was very, very close. And it looks like they are calling it a first down there for him.
They got the call. I don't know. That was close, Mark.
Very, very close. You know, Howe rolled right, found his man, but he fell down a little bit early before trying to pick up the tough yards to fall forward.
Did that dig route, kind of peeled back just a bit, and then was able to catch it. And I thought at the end of the run, he got a little east-west instead of a little north-south, but he just made it. So good job by Watson finishing it.
And here's Smith up the gut. They're going to keep giving him this rock. He just seems to be getting those tough yards for them. He has the speed, and it looks to be 2nd down and 6 after a gain of 4 from Khalil Smith.
All that running. You know, I could tell you that Nino Cinti has been a little bit stubborn over the years. You know, they'd get a lead, and he didn't run. Now that, you know, whether it's his brother Cyril saying, hey, we got to be able to run the football when we need to, you know, kind of got in his ear, or it's Nino kind of turning over a new leaf. Hey, we can run the ball once in a while, but they're committed to it. And that clock, you see, it's getting chunked a little bit. You know, we're under 6 minutes right now.
I think Wilkes-Barre now is looking to just put some gas on, as Howe here under some pressure, gets away, rolling right, rolling, throwing, has a man, dropped. He had Rajon Watson in the back right corner of the end zone, and it was just a drop there on the tight window throw from Jake Howe.
He had 20 yards in front of him. I get it. You want to throw the touchdown, but there was nobody left. Like, just run it. But tough to say. You know, you're like, hey, this guy's hoping I'm going to get him the ball. These dudes got to make catches because Jake Howe is putting the ball on the money.
Absolutely, and this isn't the first time that we've seen a drop. Now, granted, that pass, bit of a tight window for him, back corner of the end zone, didn't have a lot of room to work with. However, we've seen a couple of just concentration drops here, and we have a timeout on the field. We'll be right back.
Friends at our Carol and Janelle and the Takeaway Kitchen, home of the famous Old Forge Pizza in the pizza capital of the world at 443 South Main Street. In business since 1962. 570-457-5555. You can visit them online at ourcarolandjanelle.com and the famous Takeaway Kitchen.
We are back here live. We got a 3rd and 6 here for your Wolfpack. Howe's going to be in the pistol. He's going to play action, roll left. He's looking to run, trying to make a move, and he is dropped. It'll be 4th down there. And that looked to be Nico Wilk making the play there on quarterback Jake Howe.
And Nico Wilk's a tough player. He's had some experience for Dallas. And, you know, now he's standing the guy up and making that big play. 4th and long, and no sign of Devon Underwood right now. That's concerning because he is a Swiss Army knife and could do a little bit of everything. And he's really improved his catching ability out of the backfield and can line up at receiver and catch.
It looks like they're going to go for this here on 4th and 8 from the 22. We have a whistle. And it's going to be a timeout for the Mountaineers. We'll be right back.
Thank our local State Farm insurance agents. Frank Sirocach, located at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sirocach.
right, we are back after the timeout. Howe still going to go for a shotgun, empty look. Howe rolling. He's going to go. He has a first down. He has more. Howe down inside the 5. That is a gain of 17 total. And we have a Wolfpack first and goal here, down 14-0.
How about that drop?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
How, maybe the previous play, hey, Jake, you should have ran. He ran the last one, and it closed quickly, but that one he was able to get around the corner.
And they're going to come out here again. You got Ardo in the backfield. Howe rolls right where he has trips. He's pump faking all over the place. He's going to go, and he's got a minimal gain. Looked like about maybe 3 yards. Gain of 2, excuse me. We got second down and goal from the 3. And back to your point, they come out in that empty look on 4th and pretty long. They still trust Jake Howe to just run that football.
Yeah, he's one of their best athletes. There's no doubt about it. We forget about that when you think about all the other guys that could do things with their legs, but they haven't really complimented him with their hands tonight. That's coming. Don't worry. These guys are going to make some plays tonight.
Now they come out in this jumbo again. It's going to be a handoff here. Smith up the gut. Smith into the end zone. Touchdown, Wilkes-Barre area.
So they get the job done there with Smith as he finishes that run. So nice job overall by that offensive line, and the Wolfpack able to finally hit that scoreboard.
But, now you got 4 minutes left in the second quarter. If the Wolfpack can get out the field, play some defense.
Yeah, that'd be great. There we go, extra point.
It's good there from Sanchez. 4:11 left here in the second quarter.
Thank our local State Farm insurance agents. Frank Sirocach, located at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sirocach.
We are back as Sanchez trots out to kick off here to the Mountaineers after the Wilkes-Barre area touchdown. Here's the return past the 20, past the 30, past the 40, down to about the 44-yard line. That is Tice Mason on the return, setting up the Mountaineers with some great field position to start this drive.
Yeah, as we had said about Tice Mason, dynamic athlete for the Mountaineers. Whether it's basketball or football, he could do a little bit of everything. He's got some wheels. Dad was similar. Of course, played at a high level and, was lightning on the football field.
They line up in the I form here. They hand off quick there. That was to Sarah Sinaj, and he's brought down at the line, maybe about a loss of 1 there, setting up a second and long.
Was that Hooper 23 again?
It looked to be Ethan Hooper there.
Yeah, nice open field tackle there. Kind of went into the backfield and made the play as a linebacker. Looks like he's playing outside linebacker here. And him and his friend are switching sides, depending on the formation.
Now here's Geske in the I form. He hands off here Sarah Sinaj again. And he is met very, very quickly by the Wolfpack defense. And now setting up a third and long. And, John, I just got to mention, that first quarter I was saying, Sarah Sinaj was, he was running real tough, running all over the Wolfpack. Now here in the second quarter, it seems like they kind of found their rhythm a little bit on defense.
I agree. You know, a little bit of buttoning up, maybe a little bit of confidence, maybe a little bit of tendency stuff. But right now, Wolfpack elevating their game, knowing, hey, we're down. We were down 2 touchdowns. Now we're only down a touchdown. Let's get a stop.
Now here's Geske in the I form. It's going to be play action. He's going to throw, and it is batted down. That is going to be incomplete here, setting up a 4th and 9 with 2:53 left. And it looks like the Wolfpack now going to get the football back with a chance to score.
I like the call there because it looked like they were just going to throw it up again. The quarterback receiver gave that impression. It was a hard out. Now, yeah, they knocked it down, but overall, a good job, I think, by Wilkes-Barre area, but Dallas kind of gave a different wrinkle.
And we have a whistle here before the punt. We'll see what this is here. Maybe a false start, it looks like, but I'm not quite sure. Officials will confer. Too many men on the field by Wilkes-Barre area now. And that sets up Dallas here. We'll see if they still punt.
That's a tummy turner.
Looks like the punt unit's still on here for Dallas.
Oh, here we go.
Yep, no, here we go. They're going to go here. They're at midfield. They wanted to catch the Wolfpack off guard. That's why they took their time. And we do have another whistle. It's going to be what looks like a timeout by Wilkes-Barre. 2:53 left, 14-7 in favor of the Mountaineers, live from Wilkes-Barre Area High School.
Personal injury lawyers, Comets Law. Comets Law Firm is a full-service law firm serving clients throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, with particular emphasis on the greater Wilkes-Barre and Scranton area. But they also service Allentown, Philadelphia, State College, Pottsville, and Harrisburg. Personal injury, motor vehicle accidents, medical malpractice, family law. Call Personal Injury Lawyers, Comets Law, 570-829-1111. CometsLaw.com for Jonathan Comets and his team of lawyers.
We are back live from Wilkes-Barre area, and it looks like they are still lining up to go for it. You got I form here for Dallas.
As much as you have the timeout here, you try to draw them off first thing.
Yep, and it looks like they will. They're going to try to fake the snap. We'll see if they actually snap the football. Doesn't look like they will, but, yep, we have a whistle.
It's what you do.
And it's going to be a Dallas timeout. 14-7 in favor of the Mountaineers. Once again, we will be right back.
Dr. Todd Pacheski, located at 1500 Wyoming Avenue in 44th, is conveniently located for you and your family. Teeth cleaning, general and restorative, plus cosmetic dentistry, including dental implants, Invisalign, and more. Call 570-287-2500 or visit Dr. Todd online. It's drtoddsmileon.com for Dr. Todd Pacheski.
We're back after the whistle, and now it looks like the Mountaineers are going to punt this away to Wilkes-Barre area with 2:53 left here in the second quarter. It's a fake.
Not going to get it.
It didn't look like he got it.
Oh, boy, that official might have gave a favorable spot. It looked like they were a quarter of a yard short, like 2 footballs short. But the official gave a fantastic spot. This might sting if you're the Wolfpack.
And they're going to call that a first down there.
Oh, my goodness. How do you not measure that? Like high school football, Cyril Cinti beside himself. Oh, man, was that a favorable spot.
That's definitely rough. That's rough. But nonetheless, it's going to be I form. He's going to go play action here. Geske takes a shot deep. Underthrown. Nearly intercepted.
Penalty on the Wolfpack, not going to matter on that opposite side.
Yep, but that was a breakup there by the sophomore, Jason Sanchez, but we do have a flag down.
holding against the Wolfpack.
It's going to be holding against Wilkes-Barre area. And that is just a killer for them. You know, they took that deep shot, got a great play by the defender, and now it still results in a gain of yardage due to the flag. Now we got Dallas moving up here to the line. Geske going to line up in the I form again. He's got doubles to the right-hand side.
Penalty is a 25-yard penalty. That'll be first down.
They're calling that a 25-yard penalty on Wilkes-Barre area.
They'll just put him in the end zone at this point.
Yeah, wow, that's a.
I mean, the holding was way down there. The officials are going to talk and just try to figure out if it's the NFL. Yet again, I'm no expert by any means, but it seems like, should it be that big of a penalty?
Yeah, 25 yards. That seems a little bit much here on for a holding call, especially. You know, but
holding, pass interference. I mean, the ball wasn't even thrown over to that side.
Yeah, so they're not calling it from this.
Back them up.
Yeah, back them up. Yep. This is the right call.
And I have respect for the Dallas program and that, but like I thought they already got a tough call there where it's like, you know, back in the day you would measure everything. It could be a yard away. Hey, we're going to measure that. Now it's like we're an inch away. We're not measuring this anymore. I see with my eagle eye. I mean, it's just the way it is. Shortage of officials, you know. I mean, they got to make spotty calls, and it's where we're at.
Now they're going to come out in the I form again from the 32-yard line is Geske. Yep, now here is Geske under center. He's going to hand it off. Here's Saracinaj. He has a nice gain there of about maybe 4 or 5 yards, setting up second and manageable.
That clock is moving again a little bit after the run, but after a few penalties, it kind of was a halt who goes there.
They're going to hurry up here with more of that tempo that I talked about. Going to be I form again. And here is the handoff to Saracinaj, who does not have too much to gain there.
Got a wrap. That defensive back came up, tried to give it the old shoulder bump, but Saracinaj runs physically.
And it's going to set up third down here for the Dallas Mountaineers. And now this is a very big spot now for Wilkes-Barre area. This is probably the last series of downs where they could keep them out of field goal range. You know, now you want to get this stop, get off the field, give the offense the ball back. They're going to line up in the shotgun. We have a whistle. Play is dead. And it's going to be a false start now against Dallas, and that is huge here in this spot. You got 2:09 left here in the second half, or I'm sorry, in the second quarter, excuse me. As now they come back out in the I form. Geske, play action. He's going to take a shot deep. He's got a man, and it's caught. It's caught inside the 5-yard line. That is Logan Geske. He finds his brother again.
Yeah, crazy stuff as Dallas just finds ways to make plays with one guy, and Geske's been the guy, Geske to Geske.
And now that sets up a 1st and goal here for the Mountaineers. And that is just not ideal if you are Wilkes-Barre area. You would have really liked to get off the field there. Now they're going to stick to that I form. Geske under center. He's going to hand it off. Here's Saracinaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, Saracinaj did the job there at the 159 mark, and Dallas has a 2-touchdown lead once again.
And that is definitely going to hurt here if you're Wilkes-Barre area. That whole drive, you know, they had the spot on the fake punt, and then they had a couple of flags on the defense.
Green Valley Landscaping and
momentum of that drive. So now out comes Brandon Miller to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 21-7 in favor of the Dallas Mountaineers. 1:59 left here in the first half. We'll be right back. We are back here live at Wilkes-Barre area as this kick goes out of bounds. We have a flag down. Now Wilkes-Barre area will take the field. We've got a minute 59 left here in the first half as Jake Howe and the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack will take the field.
So they got what it takes to get downfield. There's no doubt about it. Like they could, they can pass it, they can run it. They have what it takes. I'm a little bit concerned with Devon Underwood, banged up maybe on that sideline. Not real sure, but again, I'm trying to locate him again. I lost him on the sideline.
Howe going to keep it on the QB run. He takes it up the gut. He has a nice gain there, and that'll be more than enough for a first down. He's down near midfield. They're going to go with some tempo here, of course. Minimal time left to work with. Howe getting some communication here from his coach. He has doubles to both sides. Howe, quick snap, throws underneath. That's Watson. Intercepted. Looked like it was bobbled, and a very, very costly turnover here for Wilkes-Barre area.
In and out of Watson's hands, right into the defender's hands, and now Dallas. They'll probably go with the long ball and see if they can go up 3 touchdowns.
And that is just rough if you are Wilkes-Barre area. You've had a couple of those this game, tip drill interceptions. Defenders making great plays on the ball, but they got to keep the ball out of harm's way.
And this is the time where, you can get a little bit of fighting amongst yourselves, and you got to have that ability to hold it together. One of the receivers was like, hey, you could have thrown it to me or something. Again, I'm not reading lips. I'm just seeing some physicality as far as body language, and you got to be able to just overcome that. Jake Howe's got to find a way, show some of that leadership ability, and get these guys together.
As Geske, first play there is going to be a handoff to the fullback out of the I form, and it results in a very minimal gain there, maybe 1, setting up a second down. Now we'll see, John, do they take that shot at the end zone? They have more than enough time. You should, go for the score, but we'll see if they try and keep it on the ground or if they try to take that shot through the air.
Try to lull you to sleep, you know what I mean? They'd run it, maybe, some a little trickery or something.
And they're going to stick with this I form look. They've liked this all night now. And here's a handoff here up the gut. He's got a hole. And he takes it down for what looks to be a first down, but it's very close, right at the marker. And they're going to go with some tempo here. It'll be third down. I form again, handoff again, and he will get there, and he'll get more. That's Sarah Sinaj taking it up to about the 20-yard line and extending this Dallas drive.
Just run the ball at this point. You got 50 seconds. They're not stopping you.
They're letting this clock tick down here. You're under 40 seconds now, and they're taking their sweet old time. As Geske going to come to the line, same deal. I form again. Going to be a handoff. Sarah Sinaj. He's got a gain of about 4. We have last timeout of the half for Mountaineers. That also means a timeout for us. 21-7 in favor of Dallas.
Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. We do commercial, residential, roadside improvements, landscape maintenance, hydro seeding, and irrigation. Our goal is to provide results that exceed our clients' expectations. Located on Reese Street in Plains, give us a call, 570-824-TREE. That's 824-8733 for Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated.
We are back here after the break, 20 seconds left. Geske going to throw out of the shotgun under some pressure, and he gets dropped. And he took a nasty hit there. It will be a sack. He got 10 seconds left now. Clock still ticking. They're going to hurry up. They don't have a timeout here. They got to hurry up and get this ball in the air if they want to kick. 4, 3, 2, 1. The kick will get up, and it is short. No good. Score will remain the same, 21-7 at halftime in favor of the Dallas Mountaineers. We'll see you in the second half.
Injury lawyers, Comets Law. Comets Law Firm is a full-service law firm serving clients throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, with particular emphasis on the greater Wilkes-Barre and Scranton area. But they also service Allentown, Philadelphia, State College, Pottsville, and Harrisburg. Personal injury, motor vehicle accidents, medical malpractice, family law. Call Personal Injury Lawyers, Comets Law, 570-829-1111. CometsLaw.com for Jonathan Comets and his team of lawyers.
At Cryotherapy Restore and Rejuvenate, we proudly combine state-of-the-art technology with personalized care to help you feel and perform at your best. Open 7 days a week, 16 Church Street in Dallas. Geared towards student athletes from high school and college to help their bodies recover by offering cutting-edge solutions. Student athlete packages are available for a 3-month unlimited amount of visits. Contact 570-228-2796. Email Amory at cryotherapysessions.com. Cryotherapy, 16 Church Street, Dallas, 570-228-2796. Visit Ravello's Pizza in the pizza capital of the world, Old Forge, Pennsylvania. Call 570-457-9843. Voted #1 pizza in downtown Old Forge. Open 7 days a week. Ravello's Pizza, Old Forge. Independent Graphics is a premier one-stop custom print shop that provides quality work with unmatched turnaround times. From variable mailings and postcards to brochures and catalogs. Check them out online. It's independentgraphics.com. Call 570-654-4040 for Lou Champy.
Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. We do commercial, residential, roadside improvements, landscape maintenance, hydro seeding, and irrigation. Our goal is to provide results that exceed our clients' expectations. Located on Reese Street in Plains, give us a call, 570-824-TREE. That's 824-8733 for Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. No job too big or too small. We'd like to thank our local State Farm insurance agents. Frank Sirokach, located at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sirokach. Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante, located in the ShopRite Plaza, Route 502 in Covington Township. 570-842-2070. You can visit them online. It is mendocinospizza.com. Like us on Facebook and Instagram, serving the North Pocono community for over 37 years. 570-842-2070, Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante. We thank our friends at Chancellor Financial Trusted Advisors. Services include asset management, retirement planning, education planning, estate planning, and tax planning. Give Bob Dwyer and his team a call. For a free consultation, 570-822-4475. Chancellor Financial, located on Public Square in Wilkes-Barre.
Orthodontics Unlimited has 5 convenient locations throughout Northeast Pennsylvania to serve you. Kingston, Clark Summit, Carbondale, Honesdale, and Dinkman's Ferry. Dr. Mariotti, Dr. Abod, and Dr. Serio encourage you to schedule a free consultation. Choose braces or aligners and enjoy unlimited confidence, unlimited smiling, and unlimited happiness. You can visit them online at orthounlimited.org. Choose Invisalign or braces and smile without limits. Schedule your free consultation at Orthodontics Unlimited with 5 locations throughout northeastern Pennsylvania.
friends at our Carol and Janelle and the Takeaway Kitchen, home of the famous Old Forge Pizza in the pizza capital of the world at 443 South Main Street. In business since 1962. 570-457-5555. You can visit them online at ourcarolandjanelle.com and the famous Takeaway Kitchen.
Dr. Walt Delgadio, urologist at Wayne Memorial Hospital, practicing in the Wyoming Valley since 2002, treating all disorders of the urinary system, including the bladder, kidneys, and prostate. Urinary issues, kidney stones, cancers of the urinary tract, urinary infections, and routine prostate checks. Treating men, women, and children. Offices in Wilkes-Barre, Honesdale, and Susquehanna. Immediate appointments available. 570-266-8543. Dr. Walt Delgadio, urologist from Wayne Memorial Hospital.
Athletic Republic with 2 locations in Dallas and Moosic. Sports performance training for athletes. Gain an advantage by getting faster, stronger, more agile, and more powerful. Fitness classes for active adults. Functional, full-body fitness that enables you to get more out of life. So visit our sports performance training in Moosic at 3356 Bernie Avenue and in Dallas at 220 East Center Hill Road. For Moosic, call 570-346-2929. And in Dallas, 570-675-2600. Sports performance training for athletes at Athletic Republic with Dallas and Moosic locations. And in the back mountain, Melissa Walter, located at 1934 Memorial Highway in Shavertown. Call Melissa at 570-675-6960.
Dr. Todd Pacheski, located at 1500 Wyoming Avenue in 44, is conveniently located for you and your family. Teeth cleaning, general and restorative plus cosmetic dentistry, including dental implants, Invisalign, and more. Call 570-287-2500 or visit Dr. Todd online. It's drtoddsmileon.com for Dr. Todd Pacheski.
Dee's Diner, East Main Street in Wilkes-Barre, across from the casino. Fans, it's hard to find a place with a home-cooked taste. Open 7 days a week and 24 hours on the weekends for good food and the convenience of being open when your belly is hungry. Visit Dee's Diner tonight. Sharper Embroidery and Screen Printing, 570-714-3617. Custom screen printing and embroidery, 35-plus years experience in the apparel decorating industry. Multicolor embroidery, logo design, teamwear, corporate apparel. Visit our showroom at 1081 Main Street in Swayersville or give us a call, 570-714-3617, or visit us online at sharperembroidery.com.
At Resilient Athletics and Physical Therapy, we do functional fitness, building strength that carries over into everyday life, sports-specific strength training. Train like an athlete focused on programs that build power. Kids Functional Fitness helps kids build confidence, coordination, and a love for movement through fun, age-appropriate workouts. Physical Therapy, recover stronger and move better with expert hands-on care. Call 570-673-0881. Conveniently located at 1329 Route 315 in Wilkes-Barre, right near the casino. Resilient Athletics and Physical Therapy, open 7 days a week.
Give State Farm agent Courtney Lisk a call. She's located in the Green Ridge section of Scranton at 1759 Sanderson Avenue. Call 570-800-5969. Supportive and committed to the community as well as local nonprofit organizations. Check out our 250 5-star Google reviews. Customize insurance based on your family's individual needs. It's State Farm agent Courtney Lisk, located in the Green Ridge section of Scranton. 570-800-5969. Check her out online at CourtneyLiskInsurance.com. Tire Service, celebrating over 97 years, trusted to keep America rolling. McCarthy Tire Service has been there for generations of family for the highest quality in tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 70 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We're one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire Service. Visit us on the web at McCarthyTire.com. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. Open Monday through Thursday from 9 to 7. Fridays 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 1. Located at 4141 Bernie Ave in Music. The Ascent, Forester, Crosstrek, Legacy, and Impreza. You can call them toll free, 888-903-8015, or visit them online, ManukaSubaru.com. For Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. In Dunmore, talk to Jen Ricky Abeloff. She's located at 115 West Drinker Street in Dunmore, 570-342-9626. Visit Detailed Assets Auto Spa, located on 295 South River Street in Plains, located across from Bakery Delight. For premier auto detailing services in the area, choose Detailed Assets Auto Spa. They offer full rejuvenation enhancement, ceramic coating, wheel coating, glass coating, and more. 570-899-2254. Brian Frisbee will take care of your car. 570-899-2254 for Detailed Assets Auto Spa.
We are back here live for the start of the second half on the John Mendola Show. I'm Mark McNulty. I'm here with John Mendola. 21-7 in favor of the Dallas Mountaineers as they kick off to the Wolfpack. And here comes the return. He bounces it to the outside. He's going to be dragged down at about the 20 as Jake Howe and the Wolfpack offense takes the field. John, we kind of saw the offense stall out a little bit in that first half. What are we looking to see from him here going forward?
You know, I think it's quite frank. You got to catch the ball. You got to execute, and that's it. You got to put everything past you in the first half. We could run the ball. We could pass the ball. But if we don't get the ball to the end zone, we're not going to beat Dallas. So you got to be able to do that, get it done, no matter who's on the field. If it's, this guy's hurt or that guy's hurt or whatever, who's on the field, step up. Let's see what happens.
And I just want to add on, we had those turnovers there in the first half. Definitely drive killers for Wilkes-Barre area. Definitely want to see them take better care of the football here going forward with the rest of this game.
Yeah, turnovers have been ridiculous. Drop passes and turnovers. Right now, you got to play disciplined football against a team who's hungry. They're 0-3.
And now here's Howe with an inside handoff. Here's Smith. And he had a nice little first half showing as he falls forward here for a gain of about 4, setting up a second down and medium for Wilkes-Barre area. As still no sign of Davon Underwood. That's definitely worth pointing out here. Haven't seen him yet on the sideline or in the huddle, so we'll keep an eye on that development.
Yeah, we hope Davon's okay. Saw him, standing on the sideline at some point there in the second half. Gambitsky as well. He's banged up too.
Now here's how he's going to line up in the pistol. He's going to hand it off outside. Here's Smith again, and he is dragged down at about the 30. It's going to be a gain of 5, they call it officially, and it will be 3rd down and 1 early on here for Wilkes-Barre area in the second half. And they're going to come out here in what looks to be another I form. You got receivers to both sides of the field, and it looks like Smith in the backfield. He gets the carry, and he has a first down.
And Dallas waiting for it there, Mark, but, enough to get the first, move the chains, try to grow a little confidence.
You got just under 11 minutes left here to play in the third quarter. As Howe going to take the field. He's got doubles to the right-hand side. He's going to be in a pistol, but he's got Ardo and Smith in the backfield for him. Howe going to roll right. He's going to take a shot deep. He's got a man and not going to get there. Incomplete.
Howe's pass is incomplete. Will be second down.
Didn't quite see the number of who he was targeting. However, that will bring up a second down and 10. And that's another thing, Howe has taken the shot multiple times this game. He's taken the deep shots down the field, and most times he's delivered just those costly drops. This time, just an overthrow.
Yeah, I mean, unable to make the connection. They try a different receiver there, and that was, what they got to do is try to get the ball in somebody's hands and make a connection.
Now Howe going to line up in the shotgun with Ardo in the backfield. He's going to throw over the middle. He's got a man. He's breaking loose, and he is down at the 50.
Kozlowski.
That is Kozlowski. Yep.
He was a little bit upset earlier. He didn't get, a ball, but, again, there it is. There you get one. Now you build on that.
That was a nice quick throw, quick route over the middle. Gets them a first down here right at midfield.
Yeah, they had 2 slants, a backside slant, a front side slant, and they were able to connect.
They're going to keep Ardo in the backfield here. And line up in the shotgun again. Howe's going to take it himself. He has a lane, and he has a gain there of about 7 yards.
I mean, Howe can be a running back for you. He's that good of an athlete, but one of the problems is he's gotten banged up a little bit last year by taking a lot of hits. And with Underwood and Gambitsky not able to, right now be on the field for the Wolfpack, it's next man up mentality.
Definitely just don't, you want to see Jake, take the slide, don't take the extra hit. Like you said, last year definitely a little bit banged up. Want to keep him healthy this year for Wilkes-Barre area. They're going to come out here in the shotgun. You got trips to the right-hand side. He pump fakes. Howe takes off. He has a lane. He's going. He has a lane again. He is down at the 15-yard line. Jake Howe on the QB keeper.
Parting of the Red Sea there for Jake Howe. It opened up, and Dallas had no answer for it as Jake Howe is using his legs right now to get the Wolfpack back into this thing.
Howe definitely utilizing his scrambling skills here early in the second half. Not late quite yet. Howe going to be in the shotgun again with Ardo in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Ardo. Couple of tough yards there, maybe about 2 or 3. Yep, that will be a gain of 3, and they'll call it second down. The Wolfpack now driving down the field the first drive of the second half. Earlier on, they weren't able to capitalize in the first half. Definitely want to see them able to capitalize here.
Yeah, I mean, discipline here, making sure that they got plenty of time on the clock to make calls, no penalties.
And he throws, and it is caught. Touchdown, Wilkes-Barre area.
Saraceno, right?
No, that looked like number 8, Gino D'Alessandro.
Oh, Gino D'Alessandro. So Saraceno wears 6, and D'Alessandro wears 8. Similar body types and a nice big target there.
And what a statement drive here to start the second half for the Wolfpack. They go right down the field, and they punch the ball into the end zone.
Yep, big extra point coming up.
Here's Sanchez, speaking of. His kick is up, and it is good. 21-14 as the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack going to drive right down the field to start off the second half. We'll be right back after a break.
Personal injury lawyers, Comets Law. Comets Law Firm is a full-service law firm serving clients throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, with particular emphasis on the greater Wilkes-Barre and Scranton area. But they also service Allentown, Philadelphia, State College, Pottsville, and Harrisburg. Personal injury, motor vehicle accidents, medical malpractice, family law. Call Personal Injury Lawyers, Comets Law, 570-829-1111. CometsLaw.com for Jonathan Comets and his team of lawyers.
At Cryotherapy Restore and Rejuvenate, we proudly combine state-of-the-art technology with personalized care to help you feel and perform at your best. Open 7 days a week, 16 Church Street in Dallas. Geared towards student athletes from high school and college to help their bodies recover by offering cutting-edge solutions. Student athlete packages are available for a 3-month unlimited amount of visits. Contact 57.
We are back as Jaden Sanchez trots out for the kickoff. Little squib kick here, muffed. He picks it up and takes it to about the 17-ish yard line where the Mountaineers will start their drive.
So the Mountaineers, let's see if they can respond here after the Wolfpack drove down the field and punched in that touchdown here in quarter number 3. They worked that clock a little bit.
Now, you know, Wilkes-Barre area now to start off the second half. They had that statement drive, went right down the field, scored a touchdown. But now the defense has to match that mentality if they want to get back into this football game.
Yeah, we'll see.
As it's going to be a handoff here, and it's Saraceno. He busts one, breaks a couple tackles, and a gain of about 6 there where, you know, he looked like he had some guys in his face there real quick in the backfield. He shrugged them off, took it forward for a couple of tough yards.
Yeah, and we got corrected at halftime about the pronunciation there. It spelled nothing like the Saraceno on Wilkes-Barre. It's spelled totally different, but a Saraceno for Dallas and a Saraceno for Wilkes-Barre, 2 different spellings.
And they're sticking with this same I form that they have been running. They ran the whole first half, and they are just going to stick with it. This was a carry there to Saraceno, and it looked like they gave him the first down. So like I said, not too much shotgun here for Dallas. They've been sticking with the I form. They seem to like it, as they're going to stick with it again here. And it is a carry to the fullback who is stood up there. Second down now, and, you know, you'd like to see Dallas, you know, in this I form, they're nodding at running the ball. Wilkes-Barre at this time all over it. You know, they're going to start running these play action, taking their shots deep. Just want to make sure Wilkes-Barre area is ready for that.
Well, they haven't been able to stop it. Dallas has gotten a couple long balls today for touchdowns.
Speaking of, very next play action, shot deep. He's got a man, and it's caught. I just said it. That is Logan Geske. And I just called it, John. You know, watch the play action deep ball, and they take advantage of it. Wolfpack was playing the run, and they had a man open downfield.
Well, I mean, Geske to Geske, whether it's the backyard or it's the football field here at Wilkes-Barre area, they have made plays, and, you know, it's by inches.
And it's going to be I form again. Here's Saraceno, and he is stuffed at the line. Maybe a gain of 1, maybe.
Well, part of it is, yeah, you want to make some big plays with your Dallas, but you'd also like to eat a little bit of clock by running the football and get Wilkes-Barre area a little bit tired at the point of attack.
And Wilkes-Barre area has proven that they could drive down the field and they could put the ball in the end zone. You know, Dallas would prefer to at least get a field goal here, go up by that 2-possession little cushion. As here's a different formation in the single back. It's going to be play action. Here's Geske, and he is dropped. Nice hit there at the 30.
Guess who got back in there?
Who was that?
Gimbitsky came up with a big hit. Like he was on the sideline, wasn't playing, and now they needed a big hit. The first two guys, a little bit of Olay, and then Gimbitsky able to finish it.
Didn't even notice that. Yeah, that's going to be pretty big here for the Wolfpack. You at least have Trayvon Gimbitsky back in the game. One of your biggest playmakers if you're Wilkes-Barre area. They're going to go right back to this I form. And it is play action, under pressure. And he's going to take it back maybe to the line of scrimmage, maybe. And it will be 4th down for Dallas. 4th and 8. Now, do you think about going here? You're at that awkward part of the field again where, you know, it's too close to punt, too far for a field goal. Do you think about going?
Well, you got 5:28 on the clock. And you probably first try to draw them off sides without taking a timeout and then have a play call. But in high school, that's hard to do.
As they're going to go back to the single back here. They will snap the ball. It's an end around. And he is well short of that first down. And Wilkes-Barre area gets the stop they needed on defense. Wolfpack takes over 1st and 10. And what a big play there for that defense. Gets off the field on the 4th and long, and now gives the offense a chance to hopefully tie this game up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you did good on your first drive. Let's see if you can execute 2 in a row, and you get the stop to boot. So, you know, that's what you want to do is build on that. Again, down at home, 7 to a team that hasn't won yet. So you know you got to, you know, put your nose to the grindstone and earn it.
And we've got the Wolfpack student section starting to fill up. I know I sound like a broken record. I say it every week, but I just noticed now they are really starting to fill in, and they are loud tonight here at Wilkes-Barre area.
Dallas brought their own contingency tonight and well represented.
That they did, as Howe takes it on the QB run. He has a lane again, and he is dragged down at about the 43-yard line. Nice start to the drive there for Wilkes-Barre area.
Well, Wolfpack will, you know, let's ride Howe right now with your other weapons down. You know, why not get him involved? Now, will we see Gimbitsky involved on the offensive end? You know, he came back to play some defense. Will he have to, you know, get on the field and make an impact offensively as well?
Now they're going to come out in the shotgun. Got Smith in the backfield. Howe, quick throw to the flat. It's caught, but he'll lose a yard there. And that was Saraceno. And that'll set up about a 2nd and 12 here for Wilkes-Barre area. But to your point, you know, Gimbitsky, he came in, made that big defensive play. Not seeing him here on offense so far, at least. So we'll see if that changes throughout this game. It's going to be shotgun again. And Howe going to drop back. He's going to take it himself, and they were all over it that time. He pushes forward for maybe a yard, gets back to the original spot.
Great penetration up front by Dallas. Somebody missed an assignment, and those interior linemen got the job done.
And it's going to set up a 3rd and 10 here now for Wilkes-Barre area. And now, you know, you want to convert this. You really want to get, you know, you really want to keep this drive open. Keep this drive going, excuse me, if you're Wilkes-Barre. There's a very big drive here after they get the big defensive stop. He's going to be in a shotgun look. You got Ardo in the backfield. Here's Howe. He's looking to throw. It's going to be a screen pass to Ardo. He makes a move. He makes more moves. Ardo fighting. Ardo with some tough yards. And there's a flag down. We'll see what this is. Wolfpack sideline signaling like it is on Dallas. We'll see what the call is here. It was a gain of 6.
Body language looks like it could go against Dallas, but let's see. Nope, against the Wolfpack.
Yep, it's going to be on Wilkes-Barre area.
That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
And they accept the penalty. It's a 10-yard penalty from the start of the foul, from the spot of the foul. And now it is going to be 3rd down and a mile here for Wilkes-Barre area.
Well, we saw 3rd down in the mile earlier, and Jake Howe got a 1st down.
We'll see if he can replicate that here.
A lot of chatter on the sideline, just seeing if they get the right play in under 3 minutes now.
And now it's going to be Ardo in the backfield. You got doubles to the left-hand side. Howe looking to throw. He's under some pressure. He runs, he throws, and he's got a man. And he is out at the 50. That was D'Alessandro again. And it will be 4th down. Now we'll see what Wilkes-Barre area decides to do. We'll see if they go for this, which it looks like they will. You got 4th and 2 at midfield. Big play in this ball game. Shotgun look for Howe. You got doubles to the left-hand side.
A little desperate here. Almost drew him off.
That might just be all they're looking to do. We'll see if they actually call a play. Howe in the shotgun, and he does take the snap. He takes it himself, and he has a 1st down. Big time conversion there for quarterback Jake Howe.
Slight delay, waited for a lane to open, and then he saw it and darted forward. Now Howe's banged up.
Howe looks hurt a little bit.
Oh, if he got smacked in the face, if he's bleeding, poked in the eye, but I think he's got some blood there is my guess.
And we'll be right back after the injury timeout.
Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. We do commercial, residential, roadside improvements, landscape maintenance, hydro seeding, and irrigation. Our goal is to provide results that exceed our clients' expectations. Located on Reese Street in Plains, give us a call, 570-824-TREE. That's 824-8733 for Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. No job too big or too small. We'd like to thank our local State Farm insurance agents. Frank Sirokach, located at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sirokach. Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante, located in the ShopRite Plaza, Route 502 in Covington Township. 570-842-2070. You can visit them online. It is mendocinospizza.com. Like us on Facebook and Instagram, serving the North Pocono community for over 37 years. 57.
All right, we are back live. Backup quarterback Declan Greger into the game. Here's Khalil Smith, and he breaks outside. Nice running there by Smith. Brought down at the 32-yard line. And it looks like we have
another injury, Mark, and they'll tend to that. Might be a cramp over there. Take a quick break. We should be back here in 30 seconds.
Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. We do commercial, residential, roadside improvements, landscape maintenance, hydro seeding, and irrigation. Our goal is to provide results that exceed our clients' expectations. Located on Reese Street in Plains, give us a call, 570-824-TREE. That's 824-8733 for Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. No job too big or too small. We'd like to thank our local State Farm insurance agents. Frank Sirokach, located at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sirokach. Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante, located in the ShopRite Plaza, Route 502 in Covington Township. 570-842-2070. You can visit them online. It is mendocinospizza.com. Like us on Facebook and Instagram, serving the North Pocono community for over 37 years. 570-842-2070. Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante. We thank our friends at Chancellor Financial Trusted Advisors. Services include asset management, retirement planning, education planning, estate planning, and tax planning. Give Bob Dwyer and his team a call for a free consultation, 570-822-4475. Chancellor.
We are back here live after the injury timeout. That was Khalil Smith down on the play. You know, an already slim running back backfield now. Looks like only running back that I could think of is Ardo out of their main three. Howe going to come out in the shotgun, looking to throw. Pump fake, rolling left. He's going to take it himself. And he is down at about the 38-yard line there. Gain of about 6 for Wilkes-Barre area.
Well, Howe decided to keep it, and then it looked like he wasn't running as hard as he was earlier. Again, you get knocked, you do something, bring 23 in now. He was in earlier and had made a play or two with Hooper.
Yep, that's Ethan Hooper, the junior. They're going to bring him in so they can run this I-form look. Here's the handoff. Here's Ardo up the gut, and it looks like he has more than enough for a first down. Nice, strong carry there by Gene Ardo.
Yeah, a little pinball wizard there as Ardo banked around with the Dallas defense, but enough to move the chains, buy a little time, and hope that maybe Smith could get back into the game. He's over at the trainer's table right now.
Now you got under a minute left here in the third quarter for Wilkes-Barre area. Down 7, you know, now, would you like to take some clock here, or would you like to, if you have the opportunity to score, just punch it in before the end of the quarter?
Yeah, I mean, again, you do what you could.
Howe's going to run play action. He's going to roll. He's going to take a shot. He's got a man open down there. He is in. Touchdown, Wilkes-Barre area.
That was the other end of it.
Yep, Jordan Kieslowski on the nice throw on the run there by Jake Howe. With 30 seconds left in this third quarter, Wilkes-Barre area has a chance to tie the game. Sanchez's kick is up, and it is good. Tie game at 21, live from Wilkes-Barre area. We will be right back after a short break.
Friends at our Carol and Janelle and the Takeaway Kitchen, home of the famous Old Forge Pizza in the pizza capital of the world at 443 South Main Street. In business since 1962. 570-457-5555. You can visit them online at ourcarolandjanelle.com and the famous Takeaway Kitchen.
Dr. Walt Delgadio, urologist at Wayne Memorial Hospital, practicing in the Wyoming Valley since 2002, treating all disorders of the urinary system, including the bladder, kidneys, and prostate. Urinary issues, kidney stones, cancers of the urinary tract, urinary infections, and routine prostate checks. Treating men, women, and children. Offices in Wilkes-Barre, Honesdale, and Susquehanna. Immediate appointments available. 570-266-8543. Dr. Walt Delgadio, urologist from Wayne Memorial Hospital.
Athletic Republic with 2 locations in Dallas and Moosic. Sports performance training for athletes. Gain an advantage by getting...
Sanchez, after making a big extra point, will squib this one. Is taken at about the 30. He has a lane. He's past the 40, and he is out to the 50. That is Sam Kelly setting up Dallas for their drive here from midfield. And I think it's worth noting here, I'm seeing Gambitsky again out there on defense. Didn't see him on offense, though, for that third quarter.
Yeah, we saw Kieslowski pick things up here for the Wolfpack offense, and that was a tough catch. And him and Howe now on the same page after having a little conversation there in that second quarter.
And now Dallas with a little bit more pressure on them. Tie football game here. We'll see what they do. Here's a read option, and he is dropped in the backfield. He is just walloped. And that is going to be a loss of 1. That was Terry. And that will be the end of the third quarter, it looks like. Yes, it will. Tie game at 21 going into the fourth quarter here at Wilkes-Barre Area High School. We'll be right back.
Dr. Todd Pacheski, located at 1500 Wyoming Avenue in 44th, is conveniently located for you and your family. Teeth cleaning, general and restorative, plus cosmetic dentistry, including dental implants, Invisalign, and more. Call 570-287-2500 or visit Dr. Todd online. It's drtoddsmileon.com. For Dr. Todd Pacheski. Dee's Diner, East Main Street in Wilkes-Barre, across from the casino. Fans, it's hard to find a place with a home-cooked taste. Open 7 days a week and 24 hours on the weekends for good food and the convenience of being open when your belly is hungry. Visit Dee's Diner tonight. Sharper Embroidery and Screen Printing, 570-714-3617. Custom screen printing and embroidery, 35-plus years experience in the apparel decorating industry. Multicolor embroidery, logo design, teamwear.
We are back live as Saraceno takes the carry. Gain of about 4, and it'll be third down to start the third quarter for the Dallas Mountaineers. Fourth quarter. I'm all over the place tonight.
Listen, this game's flying by. And you know what? You remember we used to see, like, fourth quarter a little easier? It's not as easy to see now. We're trying to, like, find it. You know what I mean? It's just your eyes adjust a little bit. It's really supposed to say fourth quarter.
Here's the end around. We have a fumble. And it results picked up by the quarterback, Eski. It'll be 4th and 2. Results in a positive play, but that was definitely scary. We've seen the Wolfpack fumble that look a couple times tonight.
Yeah. Well, 4th and short here for Dallas. They got some thinking to do and some executing to do with the game tied at 21 y'all.
It looks like they want to go for this, but we'll see if they try and draw them off sides. They're in their favorite little I-form formation. They've been running it all night. They're going to hand it off right up the gut. Saraceno. And did he get there?
I think he's short.
I thought he was short.
And let's see if they even measure.
Wolfpack sideline signaling he was short.
Both officials came in just at that 39. And I think it's short.
It looked short. It is short. And Wilkes-Barre area going to get the ball back with 10:42 left to play in a tie game.
And respectively, Dallas would have wanted a spot.
Now, if you're Dallas, you were up comfortably all game. 2 possessions, and now going into the fourth quarter, you just had a turnover on downs in a tie ball game.
You're 0-3. You're young at key positions. You got to figure it out. And for Wilkes-Barre, it's in the same thing. They drop balls. They had turnovers. They've got to figure it out. So, again, this is anybody's game. Who's going to make a play?
As Howe going to start off in the pistol. Some good news. You got Smith back in the game. It's an end around. This is Creech. And he tried to use his speed to get outside. And it'll be second down there. Not a very large gain, if any. And it is an injury timeout. It looks like it is Creech. And we'll be right back after they check on him. Wolfpack offense back on the field here after checking on Kevon Creech. And Howe going to start off in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He's looking to throw, rolling right under pressure, and he takes a sack.
Oh.
And that hurts them. That looked like it was Tim Moore.
Big play by Tim Moore. I mean, that's 4th down now.
And now Wilkes-Barre area, it's looking like they're going to have to punt here.
Now, is it 3rd down or 4th? The announcer said 4th. The yard marker over there is saying 3rd, or the down marker saying 3rd. So which one is it? Scoreboard, what are they saying?
Scoreboard saying 3rd and 14 now. It was saying 2nd down. Now it's saying 3rd down.
Mr. Rapson, he doesn't make mistakes,
No.
does he?
No. He's a perfectionist over there. And they're going to come out in the shotgun. Howe has doubles to his right side. Ardo in the backfield. Fumbles the snap. Howe just going to have to run this one. And better to do that than to take the big loss. Gets it to about the 38-yard line, setting up a 4th and long and a Wolfpack punt.
Yeah, the old fumble the ball and hope to get positive yardage. Well, they did, but still only back to near that original line of scrimmage. Now officially 4th down.
You know, after the fumble, you know, he's fortunate to get it back and be able to just take it up the field for those tough yards and set up a better situation for his punter, which is Ardo.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Dallas has a pretty good kicking game. Sanchez is good for extra points, but I'd say the Dallas kicker could have a little more range. But again, that's still a long ways away.
It's a muff. Gets it back. Nice punt by Ardo. Pins them deep, and he will be dropped at about the 16 or 17-yard line. That was Logan Geske who fielded that one.
Jake Cow's getting his helmet looked at, trying to take care of, make sure that whatever is happening with that head of his, blood or whatever, gets all kind of ready to go here when he's able to get back on this field.
Yeah, we saw him shaken up a little bit earlier in the game. Looked like he was clinching for his eye from where I was looking at it, but we'll see what it is. Hopefully he's okay, and his helmet being adjusted can hopefully fix the problem. As Dallas takes back the field here, looking like a rare shotgun look for them tonight. Haven't seen a lot of shotgun out of Dallas.
Well, you know, at some point they're going to take a shot. You don't have to take it yet with Geske to Geske, but they have him or Mason that they could, but their running back is good too.
Looking like Wilkes-Barre just running some straight man coverage, but here's a run to Saraceno. Brought down after a gain of about 3, and it will be 2nd down.
It looked like 33 coming up to make that stop there for the Wolfpack. Well, they haven't mentioned him tonight. We've mentioned Hooper, who wears 23.
And that's Noah Mansour, the sophomore, making the stop there. Nice tackle by him. We're going to come up here on 2nd and 6. Shotgun look again for Dallas. They're going to throw. He's going to throw quick, and it is batted at the line. Incomplete. And it will be 3rd and 6 here now. Wilkes-Barre area a chance to hopefully force a 3 and out and get off the field. And that was Saraceno.
Yeah, and you throw that clock and the clock, you throw the ball and the clock stops here. And again, a little bit of a field possession game could come down to the last possession tonight between these two, the way they played. It's been a little bit back and forth.
And they're going to hurry up here now in shotgun again. You got double to the left-hand side. He's going to drop back to throw. He's looking deep, has a man through his hands, incomplete.
Kelly?
Yep, that is Sam Kelly. And that is a big-time incompletion as it forces the 4th down and 3 and out here for the Wolfpack defense, who has been hanging with Dallas all night long.
Yeah, I mean, you got to complete that if you're Dallas, much like when the Wolfpack weren't able to complete some of those. But this could be great field position. Special teams, Rich Manello always says it's a 3rd
and it's muffed. It's picked up here. He's going to run, trying to make some moves. Shakes off a tackle. Oh, he's past the 50. He's down at about the 40-yard line. Man, oh, man, what a return. That's Gambitsky.
So Trayvon Gimbitsky had a little kryptonite there after he dropped the ball and ran through a couple of would-be's. Nice return.
Very, very nice return there for the Wolfpack. He made a couple of men miss there. As Wilkes-Barre are going to get the ball now, already in opponent territory with only 7.5 minutes left in this ball game.
Well, it could be a whole lot of Jay Cow here.
We've definitely seen all night that Howe can just run wild when he needs to, as they're going to come out in what looks to be a jumbo formation here. You got Ardo, Smith, and I believe Hooper in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Smith. Gets the edge. Nice carry there, and he's out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. That's Khalil Smith, would be a gain of 8.
Little swag on Smith on that carry.
And Smith has he's been a very steady runner tonight, very powerful runner, gets them those tough yards, and he's shown off some speed, though, too. He can get the edge. And they're going to stick with that jumbo-type formation here. It's going to be another handoff. It's going to be to Smith again, trying to rumble up the middle.
Close to that first down. I think he's got it.
They're going to mark him short. They're going to mark it with a 3rd and 1 there on the play. He was very, very close to that marker.
That spot and that marker look a lot different than what my eyeball's showing. It looks like he's got the first down. I mean, it should be like 6 inches away.
This time, Howe definitely has it on the sneak. Gain of 3 on the sneak for Howe, converting on 3rd down and keeping this Wolfpack drive alive.
Mark, the last time we were here in Wilkes-Barre area when Stroudsburg was in town, we played past 10 o'clock. It's 9:05 or so, and, we got 6 minutes left on the clock, so the pacing much different.
Absolutely, and I was here for that Stroudsburg game, went into overtime, couple of stops in overtime. Now Wolfpack hopefully won't have to do that again.
Probably could stop at D's Diner on the way, pick up some bites, go home for the 10 o'clock show, be all set.
Best in the area. As there's Smith up the middle for a modest gain of about 3.
Gravy fries now. Now you got me thinking here, Mark.
I'm still thinking about the breakfast, and it's 9 o'clock at night. I want some pancakes.
Hey, it is the Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast. We have students doing the job all over the place tonight here in studio.
And then here is Howe to Smith again, and he is dropped at about the 21-yard line, and it just continues to be the Khalil Smith show in the backfield.
Man, they're picking up the bodies off the carpet. There are a couple Babumskis in on that carry, and Smith just absorbed 3-4 Dallas Mountaineers, pounded them as we get close to the 5-minute mark now. Could this be the punch-in for the Wolfpack late?
They're going to stick with the jumbo. They like that this whole drive. Here's Smith again. Falls forward, gain of about 2 or 3. He was short, it looked like. Gain of 2. It's going to be 4th and 1. Wilkes-Barre has a decision. Do you have Sanchez kick this field goal, or do you just go for this?
Well, I think they got to go for it. It could be a little bit out of his range.
Yep, it looks like Howe will stay on the field. It's only a 4th and 1. Want to see what they dial up here. They're going to go back with the jumbo, it looks like here. But Howe still waiting for some communication from his coaches.
Do you let Howe keep it and fake the power handoff? He gets around the corner. Can he waltz in? No, they're going to think about it.
They're going to think about this. Timeout, Wilkes-Barre area. Tie game at 21. 4:13 left here from the Wolfpack Den. We are back after the timeout, and they do carry it with Smith. And the extra push, he was close. Dallas signaling short.
Yep, they're short. They're short a yard. Dallas is going to get it.
Yep, Dallas gets the ball here. It was a gain of exactly like 1. They called it 1, but they needed about 1.5 to pick up that first down, and a big-time turnover on down tier with 4 minutes left to play in the ball game. In a tie game, Dallas with some pressure now on them. You got Trayvon Gambitsky there on the field on defense again. Here in Wolfpack Nation, get into it here a little bit outside our box. And they're going to go in the I form again. They love this I form. And it is a handoff. It's Saraceno. Modest gain, maybe 1. Second down and long. Tackle there by Ardo.
We have the down marker. They had it wrong. They fix it now. Second down. We're going to keep an eye on that. 3:44 remaining here. Mark McNulty, John Mendola tonight.
Going to be a full house in the backfield. RPO, little bubble screen. And he has a lane. He has a first down.
Ball came out
late.
There was a fumble on the play.
Rolled out of bounds. I think his forward progress was done anyway, but
31 yard line.
And that seemed to be Logan Geske. Ball will remain with the Mountaineers. And now we'll see. They're gonna stick with the I form. They love the I form. I keep telling you. They've been playing it all game.
you love that I form. I never heard I form.
Love the I form.
I've always called it I formation my whole life, or the I, but never I form. So nice to get a little young perspective.
It's the Madden in me. I play too much Madden for my liking.
I've never played in my life, so that's why, I guess. I gotta get with the times, huh? Probably bad thumbs. Gotta have good thumbs for that game.
That was a gain of 4 there on the carry. That was Saraceno. And they will line up again and play action here. Here's Geske. He takes a shot, and it is caught. Big catch here, and he's dragged down at about the 46, 47-yard line.
Heck of a play, man. That was a stop and go, but kind of a double move late. And then he threw it up for grabs. He was able to come down with it. Boy, if the Wolfpack didn't hold on for dear life, Mark, that would have been 6.
That was a big-time play for Dallas, but then a big-time tackle by Wilkes-Barre. Going to come back out, handoff again, Saraceno, up the gut. Gain of about 3 here, maybe 4, maybe 5 if they keep pushing. Man, that offensive line with a big surge there. They push forward for some extra tough yards. You got 2.5 minutes left on the clock here. It's worth noting. And it looks like we have an injury on the field for the Wolfpack. 2:18 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. We are back after the injury timeout as play action here for Geske. He's going to throw, has a man again. And that is to Sam Kelly.
I thought they wouldn't stop going from Geske to Geske because it's been so deadly, but they get Sam Kelly involved, and he makes a nice catch there. So Dallas looking like they're trying to set themselves up here to finish this thing off in fashion, whether it's a touchdown or a field goal. I think they're playing it right now, so Wilkes-Barre doesn't get the ball back.
Play action here for Geske. He's going to roll. He doesn't want to take a sack here. He does get the pass away. Scary for the quarterback, but the incompletion kind of hurts them now, stopping the clock.
It does.
You know, you'd like to take the clock with you this drive. Now,
Sure.
now you know, you got a minute 42, 2nd and 10. What do you do here if you're Dallas?
Well, I think they got to keep going to their playmakers, which has been Geske to Geske. I mean, you know, they still could run the ball, but
It's going to be a quick throw underneath on the screen. He makes a move, and he is dragged down by Ardo after what looked to be a first down.
keep going to Geske. They won't stop doing that, huh?
No, they Geske to Geske.
They're almost in field goal range here. This is knocking on it.
Minute 30 left now. Here's the handoff. Here's Saraceno, stuffed at the line.
Got it over to the middle of the field. They're at the 20. You got to figure 37-yard attempt from here if they were to try to kick it.
Wilkes-Barre area now, it's worth noting, they're playing with 2 timeouts. They don't have 3. They're playing with 2 due to the injury earlier. Now you got a minute left, just about under. And they're going to come out again. And here's the handoff, Saraceno. And he is stopped there early. We'll see if Wilkes-Barre area decides to burn a timeout.
I like the way Dallas is playing this right now. Wilkes-Barre's got to come up with something, a fumble or, you know. I mean, Dallas is playing for the field goal, I think, right now. And they feel confident. And we've seen the leg, right? I mean, he booted it through, Mark, on those extra points.
Now here's another handoff to Saraceno. And he has a first down, and that could be the dagger.
Big penetration there. Able to get downhill quickly.
And that is going to really, really hurt Wilkes-Barre area. We have a timeout on the field, and we'll be right back after the break. We are back after the timeout. Both student sections on fire. Here's Saraceno. He is dragged down short. And it will be the second charge timeout of the half on Wilkes-Barre area, and we will be right back again. We are back after the timeout. 2nd down and goal for the Mountaineers. 2 timeouts remaining for the Wolfpack as well. 2nd and goal at the 5. Going to be a handoff here. Saraceno stopped short again. He has to expect a timeout here. And there is a timeout. And it is on the Wolfpack. Timeout again. We'll be right back. We're back after the timeout. 3rd down and goal from the 5. And they're going to line up for their field goal attempt. This is Brandon Miller. And we have a whistle. And it looks like the Wolfpack is going to attempt to ice them. 7 seconds left here.
Cryotherapy Restore and Rejuvenate. We proudly combine state-of-the-art technology with personalized care to help you feel and perform at your best. Open 7 days a week, 16 Church Street in Dallas. Geared towards student-athletes from high school and college to help their bodies recover by offering cutting-edge solutions. Student-athlete packages are available for a 3-month unlimited amount of visits. Contact 570-228-2796. Email Amory at cryotherapysessions.com.
All right, we are back, and Miller on the field again for this field goal. His kick, it is up, and it is good. Dallas going to take a 24-21 lead. 4 seconds left in this ball game. And that, if you are Wilkes-Barre area, that is a killer.
Well, the unique thing is Wilkes-Barre area does have some athletes that can run it back. Now, Rich Manello, what's he going to do? Is he going to kick an onside kick and think maybe Jake Howe would throw one up deep? Or is he going to squib it? You know, but again, there's some speed on this Wilkes-Barre area squad that could take it to the house.
Got to be mindful of that here. We'll be right back. All right, Miller's kick is away. It's a squib. It is fielded, and they take the knee immediately there. Smart play, giving them a chance to throw it deep. That was Villar. 1st and 10, 3 seconds left. Howe is going to take the field one last time. He got one shot to make this work here. We'll see what kind of defense Dallas lines up with here to defend Wilkes-Barre area. They got the athletes. They got the speed to take the top off. We'll see what they do. Gambitsky is on the field here for this play on offense. First offensive play we've seen from him since early on in the first quarter.
Just keep everything in front of you. If you're Dallas, for Wilkes-Barre, you got to find a way to continue the play. Everybody's got to run downfield.
Going to be an empty backfield for Howe. 3-man rush. He's under some pressure. Howe launches it deep, and it is intercepted. And that is going to do it. Intercepted, and that will be your final score, 24-21. Live here from Wilkes-Barre area. Dallas takes the win over Wilkes-Barre, and we will see you guys next time. Have a great night.